What if we told you that some of the most useful things to pack for Punta Cana are probably already sitting somewhere in your house? In this video, we're sharing 15 simple household items that can make your resort stay easier, more comfortable, and way more organized. When most people pack for Punta Cana, they focus on the obvious stuff: swimsuits, sunscreen, sandals, maybe a few nice outfits for dinner. And yes, all of that matters. But after staying at more than 30 all-inclusive resorts, we've learned that some of the most useful things you can bring are not really vacation items at all.
Oh, and there's a bonus item at the end that might be just the most useful thing on this list.
Number 1. Ziploc bags.
I know, boring, but hear us out. You can use them to pack a few snacks from the buffet or coffee shop and bring them back to your room for a late night craving. Or maybe you want to bring a few snacks for an excursion day. They're just handy. Not every resort has a snack bar close to the beach, and when you're settled in and don't want to move, a Ziploc bag of snacks from the buffet is a lifesaver. They're also great for protecting your phone if you don't have a waterproof case, separating wet items in your bag, and keeping toiletries from exploding all over your luggage.
Honestly, the uses are endless and they take up no space, so we always pack a few.
By the way, we put every single item from this video on an Amazon shopping list, so you don't have to go hunting for everything yourself. The link is in the description, or simply scan the QR code on the screen. Number 2. Binder clips.
This is one of our favorite hacks, and I feel not enough people talk about it. Most resorts have blackout curtains, but there's almost always that one stubborn gap right down the middle that lets light pour in at 6 a.m. And in Punta Cana, the sun rises early and it does not play around. A couple of binder clips pulled together at the curtain gap fixes this instantly.
Such a small thing, but if you like sleeping in on vacation, it is a game changer.
Number 3. Foldable hangers.
Okay, we only discovered this recently and we are obsessed. Hotels almost never give you enough hangers. If you're staying a week and you packed a solid number of outfits, you're going to run out fast. And if you like to keep things wrinkle-free and not pile on a chair, the lack of hangers gets old real quick. Foldable hangers are lightweight, barely take up any space in your luggage, and they solve this problem completely.
Once you use them on a trip, you'll wonder how you ever went without.
Number 4. A small sewing kit and safety pins.
Some hotels do include a tiny sewing kit, but it's usually pretty minimal. One thread color, maybe, or the wrong needle for what you actually need. If a button pops off before dinner or a strap comes loose on your favorite dress, you want to be able to fix it quickly and move on. And for anyone who doesn't really sew, which is most people, safety pins are the perfect answer. They can rescue an outfit in about 5 seconds and nobody will ever know. Before we keep going, we have to talk about what's actually in this bag, because it's the reason all of this fits in one carry-on. This part of the video is sponsored by Airless. These are their vacuum packing bags. You pack your clothes in, zip it shut, and use this little USB-C pump to compress everything down and triple your packing space in the same bag you already own. For a trip like Punta Cana, where you're packing for the pool, the beach, dinners, and excursions, it adds up fast. This is how we pack everything we need without having to sit on our suitcase to zip it. The bags are anti-rip, waterproof, and odor-proof, which matters when wet swimsuits are coming home with you. They even double as a laundry bag at the end of the trip.
Scan the QR code on screen to check them out and use nitty-gritty10 for 10% off. Okay, number 5. A pop-up hamper.
In a resort room, dirty laundry kind of takes over if you let it.
Damp swimwear, dinner outfits worn once, pajamas, they end up everywhere, on chairs, on top of the suitcase, in corners. A pop-up hamper gives all of that a home. The room stays tidier, Packing up at the end of the trip is so much easier, and you always know which clothes are clean. It's one of those things you don't think you need until you have it.
Number 6. A travel adapter charger. Even in newer resorts, outlets can be limited. Meanwhile, you've got phones, watches, earbuds, a laptop, maybe a camera. It adds up fast. A travel adapter with USB ports gives you a lot more flexibility. No more arguing over whose phone charges first, which, trust us, is a conversation you don't want to have on vacation.
Number 7. A Bluetooth speaker.
Out of the 34 all-inclusive resorts we stayed at, only one had Bluetooth speakers in the room. One.
So, if you like listening to music or your favorite podcast while you're getting ready, or you want some background sound while you're winding down at night, bring your own. It makes the room feel so much more like home. One note though, this is strictly for the room. Please don't be that person setting up their own personal soundtrack at the pool. Nobody wants to hear that. But inside your room, really nice thing to have.
Number 8. Over-the-door hooks. You know the clothes that aren't dirty but aren't exactly clean either? The dinner outfit you only wore for 2 hours, the shirt that's still perfectly fine for another day? These need somewhere to go that isn't the floor or the one shared in the room. Over-the-door hooks instantly create extra storage for exactly that situation. They also work great for towels, bags, whatever you need to hang.
No vas a hablar. Dale. No, déjatelo ya. Resort rooms rarely have enough hooks, so we always bring a few.
Number 9. Earplugs.
Sleeping in a resort sounds dreamy, and usually it is, but it can also be unpredictable. A room near the walkway, voices in the hallway late at night, someone dragging a suitcase across the entire floor at 5:30 in the morning, it happens. Earplugs are tiny, they take up no space, and they make a real difference in sleep quality. And when you're trying to actually enjoy your vacation, good sleep matters a lot more than people give it credit for.
Number 10. A basic first aid kit. Not the most exciting item on this list, but it might be the most important. If something goes wrong at a resort and you need to see the doctor on property, it can cost hundreds of dollars depending on the situation. Having your own basics already in the room for minor cuts, blisters, headaches, or stomach issues is just smart travel. We'd rather pack it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Number 11. An extension cord. This goes right along with the outlet situation we mentioned earlier. Resort rooms often don't have enough outlets, and the ones they do have are rarely near the bed or the couch where you're actually sitting. An extension cord fixes that.
Number 12. An insulated tumbler. This one is a must. At an all-inclusive, you're obviously drinking. And in the Caribbean heat, drinks get watered down fast. Ice melts, cocktails go warm, and suddenly you're making another trip to the bar. Bring your insulated cup from home and your drinks stay cold for so much longer. You can actually relax and enjoy your time instead of constantly going back for a refill.
It sounds like such a small thing, but in the heat of Punta Cana, it really makes a difference. Don't forget there's still a bonus item coming at the end of this list that you won't want to miss.
Number 13. Moisture absorber.
Punta Cana is tropical, and some resort rooms, depending on the property and where your room is located, can feel humid. If your clothes aren't drying, if the air just feels thick and damp, Damp-Rid or similar moisture-absorbing products helps absorb that excess moisture from the air. Not everyone is going to need this one, but if you've ever walked into a resort room that just felt uncomfortably humid, this is the fix.
Number 14. A travel clothesline. This one is extremely underrated and we bring it on every single trip. When you're at the pool and beach every day, you're going through wet swimsuits and damp towels constantly. After you shower and get changed for dinner, those wet things still need to dry before the next day. and most resort rooms and balconies aren't really set up for that. A travel clothesline gives you a reliable spot to hang everything. It takes up almost no space in your bag, and it really solves a problem you'll run into every single day.
Number 15. A Thai-to-go pen. At an all-inclusive resort, you are eating a lot. Buffets, snacks, desserts, cocktails, late-night food, and sometimes things spill. If you get something on your favorite outfit, a Thai-to-go pen lets you treat it right away before it has a chance to set. It's small, it fits in a purse or a bag, and it has saved a few of my favorite pieces over the years.
And our bonus item, potpourri. Okay, this one might not be sitting in your house right now, but after this video, I'd argue it should be. When two people are sharing a room and the bathroom situation is what it is, things can get awkward. Some resort rooms don't even have a proper wall between the toilet area and the rest of the space. Potpourri is a before-you-go toilet spray that actually works. You spritz a few sprays into the bowl before you go, and it creates a barrier on the water's surface that traps odor underneath so it never really enters the air.
It's one of those things that sounds silly until you're sharing a small resort bathroom for a week. Click here to watch what not to eat at Punta Cana buffets.